Well, busy morning here on Morning Live, and that's how we love it. Taking you to the nation's capital now, where the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial is back in the Pretoria High Court following a postponement to allow accused.For to sort out legal representation after the recusal of advocate Malesela Teffo as defense counsel. Well, in another twist, the controversial advocate then wrote to the NPA saying that he'll continue representing the accused. So for someone who's been following this for us, to bring us up to speed, let's cross now to SABC News reporter Chriselda Lewis, who is in Pretoria, to give us a sense of where we're at. Chriselda, good morning. So where are we? Is Advocate Teffo back? What's going on?
Well, Sakina, you'd recall that dramatic appearance in court last time. This matter had been postponed, as you correctly point out, to get legal representation for accused.For after advocate Malesela Teffo then decided that he was not going to be part of this trial anymore, basically accusing this court of bias, of not wanting to listen to him. He left this court, and a date then had been set. Today had been set for us to resume to establish whether accused.For would have legal representation. So we had been expecting would be back at this court here today to hear what the way forward in this matter would be. But as you point out once again, just before all of this happened, another dramatic twist. We saw a letter that was addressed by advocate Malesela Teffo, where he now says he is back on this matter. He does not want to leave it. He accuses, amongst others, the police minister of meddling in this particular matter, basically saying he also wants to expose the National Prosecuting Authority. In that damning letter, he goes on to say that he's not going to leave this trial. He also accuses the presiding judge, Chifuwa Maumela, of witchcraft, something which in many quarters within the legal fraternity have described as bizarre. You would have seen yesterday the organization Judges Matter have been calling for advocate Teffo to withdraw those remarks. Quite a number of people who we've spoken to in the legal fraternity also indicating that they're not happy with the remarks. The decorum that he's shown inside this court should not be taken lightly. He's been accused of undermining the judge in this particular matter. Now, what would be interesting here is that I've tried to see, Sakina, in terms of, I understand from those in the know that given the fact that he had withdrawn from this matter, it's not just as easy as returning to this court and saying, hey, I'm back. I want to represent the accused in this matter again. It would be the prerogative, in speaking to the National Prosecuting Authority this morning, it would be the prerogative of the presiding judge to see whether he will be allowing advocate Malesela Teffo to continue with this matter. Remember, there had been quite a number of exchanges between the two judges where the presiding judge believes that advocate Malesela Teffo has not conducted himself in the manner in which he is supposed to inside this court. Now allegations of witchcraft in this particular letter. One of the other demands that advocate Malesela Teffo had put forward, he wanted the National Director of Public Prosecutions, Shamila Batowi, to basically put a senior official forward to prosecute Kelly Khumalo. You would believe that he has, on a number of occasions inside this court, said that the accused in this matter are not the ones who are supposed to be inside this court, and he believes that those inside the house are the ones who are supposed to answer for the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this matter resumes here this morning. There might even be accusations of wasting the court's time. I know that advocate Malesela Teffo is not expected to be in court this morning. He has that other matter that he has to attend to. Recall that dramatic arrest that had taken place inside this court this morning. He tells me he will be in another court in Johannesburg attending to that matter. And that's not the end of his woes. On the 4th of August, which is just this week, the Legal Practice Council, who tells me that they've got quite a number of complaints against him, are also taking him to court over issues of his decorum and the manner in which he's conducted himself. The last time I had spoken to the Legal Practice Council, they had said they'd not received any complaints regarding maintaining his decorum in this particular court. But now we understand a number of complaints have come forward. So it seems like the woes for Advocate Malesela Teffo will continue. But very interesting, when this court starts this morning, I understand that Timothy Tobane, who is the instructing attorney for accused 1-4, is planning to address the court this morning. What he will say remains to be seen. Whether this court will allow Advocate Malesela Teffo back inside this court, that will certainly unfold in this court this morning.
Well, thank you so much, Chriselda. You know, all stacking up to be quite interesting. So we'll definitely be watching with great interest. Chriselda Lewis, our reporter out in the Pretoria High Court, and she'll be watching those developments for us. And stay with SABC News for more.